Hey guys, you know what it is. We got another cool review today, but before we get into that, I want to welcome those who may be new here. Welcome to my channel where I also share videos of my artwork, vlogs from art shows, pop-up markets, and art festivals, and my podcast called Rated G. So be sure to check that out when you get the chance. Now, if you've been here before, welcome back and thank you so much for returning. If you enjoyed any moment of this video, please like and subscribe to help out the channel and ring that notification bell so you can keep up with the new uploads. You can follow me on social media, and if you want to help out my art business, I do have a link to my online shop where I sell prints and originals. So yeah, check that out. Today we are getting into The Last Ronin by Playmates, I believe. It also says here on the label this is a Diamond Comics exclusive, and I guess this came out during 2022 because it says here since 1982. We got the 40 year, or the 40 with the diamond in there. So yeah, I guess this came out just a few years ago. I know NECA has a more comic book accurate figure, but this one, you know, the sculpt, the design is just more reminiscent of the late 80s, early 90s toys. So I just, my inner child was like, get this one. But eventually I would like to get the NECA version, but we're going to get into this. So let's switch cameras and unbox this bad boy. Alright, so here we are with my trusty blade. Let's get this guy out of here. Do we have to cut anything here? Yep, we got some tape right here. Yeah. Let's see. Whoop! I just ripped the box. I was trying to avoid that. Sometimes I like to save the boxes, but well. Okay. And as per usual, I like to usually keep this somewhere in the background. Whatever. Okay. So here we go. Pretty cool. I love the accessories. Of course, he got the other weapons from his brothers. Now, I don't want to spoil anything, so let me just say, spoiler alert for those who don't know the identity of the last Ronin. This is, in fact, Michelangelo, okay? And I will say, I was kind of heartbroken when I discovered that. Oh wow, that's so cool. So you got the broken blade too. Yeah, I was actually pretty heartbroken when I found that out, just because, as we all know, Mikey is the party dude. He's, usually the comic relief. Yeah, it's just, it bums me out. And maybe because I'm the youngest sibling in my family, and so is he. And it just, I don't know, it was a bummer when I found that out. And if you haven't read the comic, so again, spoiler alert, it's bittersweet. It's a great, the comic book is awesome, but it is bittersweet. So let me just get these ninja stars out. I like to get all the accessories out first before the figure. Man, got a lot of, I wonder, well, I guess we'll find out. But whoop, I'd like to think that he's got storage for all these accessories, because there's a lot here. I wasn't actually expecting this much. And then we got some some ties here. It's okay. Got my mini cutters here. And where else? You got them here. So, yeah, while I'm opening this, please comment below if you happen to have this figure in your collection as well, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Oh man, these guys are crazy with the man. All right, I think I got it all. Yep. Okay. Holy shit. That was obnoxious as hell. So here we go. That's pretty cool. Very cool. And he's got his grappling hook there. Cool. So I see he's got the sheath for the sword. Let's get that in there. Actually, let's get some close-ups on the weapons. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place here. So before we admire, whoop. Okay, it's kind of okay. Let's check out his weapons. I mean, if you know the turtles, you know what they usually come with. So we got the nunchakus. Okay. And as you saw just before, we got Leonardo's katana. And the broken katana. That's very important. Okay. So that's pretty cool. Although I wonder if there's somewhere to put the broken katana anywhere. And then we got Donatello's bow staff. Raphael's size. Very cool. Which, fun fact, I owe a pair of size also. They were my brother's. He's a martial artist. And for, I said ninja stars, but I believe the correct term is shoryukens. But we got two different styles. Honestly, I don't know if they would go by the same name because of the different like styles that they are. So yeah, you know what? If I'm wrong on that, please comment below. Let me know if both of these are called shoryukens or if they have different names because, you know, the different blades and shapes of the stars. But that's pretty cool. So yeah, I wonder if they all have a place to go on the figure. So here he is up close. So yeah, like I was saying in the beginning, you know, just like the head sculpt alone, to me, is reminiscent of the late 80s, early 90s style figure. And that's why I had to get this one first. Just more reminiscent of my childhood. But yeah, I think just from what I'm seeing so far, paint job looks pretty nice. This sculpt is cool. I like that they, you know, you kind of have like some texture here in the paint job. You know, it's kind of like that distressed paint job here, you know, on the pads, you know, on his legs here, just like knee guard. So it's not all just like flat colors. That's a cool like arm gauntlet there. But yeah, pretty neat. can you take this off? I don't want to force anything and, you know, tear it or break it or, you know, compromise it. But yeah, I imagine you can. It just might be a pain in the butt. I'm gonna leave it on. I was gonna try to test out, you know, the head, if it can rotate. It's kind of stiff, so maybe that's just the way it's built. But yeah, let's test out the articulation here and its posability, because we got a nice arm raise, full arm rotation, so it's a nice shoulder joint there. Is this oh, he's double jointed here, so you got this bicep bend. You may need to be loosened up. There you go. Whew. I always get so nervous when they're stiff, but he does have double joints here, so you can get a really nice bend there. And I noticed that he's got the swivel on the wrist. He also, I noticed he can bend his wrist a little bit. Not much of a range of motion there, probably because of you know, with all this going on. But that's doable. Legs though, not much going on. He can't perform a front kick. Just by this pose, he looks like he's sore. He's like, so not much of a front kick. Yeah, because the ward. Ooh, this is like a hard plastic, so can't do much with the legs. No back kick, no front kick, no side kick. That's a little bummer. That's a bit of a bummer for me, because I love doing the Bruce Lee side kick with my figures. It's funny because it looks like he can get a little more range on this leg, probably just because of this, the way that clothing is. Knee bend, looks like his knee is also double jointed, but because of this piece of the plastic, the knee guard and the shin guard, can't really get, you know, can't really get a sharp bend there. And I see the joint at the ankle, so same thing, you know, I feel like this guard here is just preventing mobility in the ankles and in the knees. No ankle tilts of any sort. So the legs are limited with its range of motion. So you really can't do much with its posing. But I don't know. I think this is just a cool figure to have on display. So I'm not, you know, I wouldn't be playing with them too much. It would be nice to play around with the posability, but that's all right. Well, this one, okay, both have about the same. I thought maybe because of the difference in his knee guards, maybe they would have a different range of motion there, but yeah, this is just getting in the way. But I ain't mad, honestly. I really like it still. Now, in regards to all of his weapons, because he's got holsters and he's got the sheath for the sword and the bow staff. Let's see if we can put all his weapons where they need to go. Ooh, that's kind of a tight. It's a bit tight there. Does it have to go in a certain way? Maybe going through the bottom? Ooh. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm kind of looking at the box here, see like, I mean, it kind of looks like it sticks out more at the bottom. I don't know. So maybe I'd have to go like that because it would kind of look weird. Yeah, this kind of looks weird, right? It's a little obnoxious, so I am gonna stick it through the bottom here. Yeah, that looks less intrusive. Now the sword, put it in his sheath there. Shink. That's pretty cool. So at least the sword goes in nicely. You know, looks cool from the front view. But now let's see what else. I guess his sai can go in here. It's kind of weird. So would it be like that? That's kind of, it's a little weird like that, right? I don't know how I feel about that. Because it would be ridiculous to put it the other way. And then, yeah. So, not too thrilled about the storage of his weapons. It's pretty limited. You can only put so many on him. Like he's got this here, so I guess the other side can go there. But yeah, I guess so. In the box, yeah. This shows it. So just to be clear here, so I'll put this here. It might fuck with the focusing on the camera, so I do apologize, but I'm trying to get it as close to that, right? The comic book. And yeah, I guess just the way they sculpt it, it kind of gets in the way there. So that's a bit of a bummer there. And then his other nunchaku, I'll just put it in his hand. But yeah, now like all there's left is Leo's broken katana and the shoryukens, which have no storage place on him. So that's a bummer. Like I tend to be a bit of a stickler when it comes to something like that. Too bad you can't take off the goggles and put them on him, but I guess like this style figure, you have your limits. I'm sure with the NECA toy that you can probably store everything on him, but I guess I'll have to get him and find out. So yeah. So overall, I really like this sculpt, honestly. You know, I like the paint job on it. Articulation wise, I wish he had more range of motion in his limbs. I kind of take back what I said. I mean, I still like him, but I do wish you can do more with his posability, because yeah, but what are you gonna do? And I wish that his other weapons, you know, the shoryukens, the broken katana, I wish they had a home to go to on, you know, on his attire, but I guess not. But so if I were to rate this, I guess I would kind of rate him at maybe 6, maybe 7. I don't know, maybe I'm just being biased. No, everything else went on them pretty, you know, pretty well. I mean, this is kind of crowded here. I mean, in the artwork, it's very crowded, but at least it's kind of clean enough where things look like they're placed nicely. I really wish he had holsters or something to put his nunchakus on the back. That would have been nice. But yeah, what are you gonna do? So yeah, I'd say like a 6. I'd say a solid 6. But yeah, what do you guys think? You know, would you buy this figure? And if you already own this figure, what are your thoughts on it? Please comment below. A fellow chucker, eh? So there you have it. That is my review. And if you enjoyed any moment of it, please hit that like button and subscribe to help out the channel. Ring that notification bell for new uploads. You can also check me out on social media. And if you want to support my art business, visit the link down below for my online shop. And yeah, I hope to catch you on the next review. In the meantime, never grow up, keep enjoying your toys, and cowabunga!